Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the JFS. RedStarJ here, and today we are gonna focus a little bit on myself. It's been a while since we've done a complete focus on myself. We have builds that we want to build, but I think before we build those builds, we gotta look at some books. And one of those books is this book right here, the team meeting notes from the team meeting we had. The team meeting where Dean had written the notes, and um yeah. Yeah. There's that. Um but yeah, I have an idea for like whenever we have a team not loses meetings, and whenever we have a note taker, it should be like on a rotating like note taking thing. So I guess if we go clockwise, I guess Shostin would be the next note taker, and then it would be me, and then it would be Muckluck, and then it would fall back to Dean. If we have 4 more meetings as team not losers, I'm sure we'll have a couple more meetings. But speaking of Dean and books, there's another book we have to go check out. So I don't think I showed this off last month, but there's a news. Wait, where's Kenneth? Oh, Kenneth is taking a nap. So can I not get a news thing? I can get a February news paper thingy. But yeah. So Dean, or well, Kenneth or Ken, is a new news salesman who is writing in a strange, funny language. But some of this stuff you could kind of guess what he's saying. Like this is about the Cosmic Bunny winning the mayor race. I'm assuming this is about me being revealed and Max revealing it. I have no clue what anything else says. If you could translate the wait, something about Dr. Dillo. Part 2, Dr. Dillo's Gemini's Tower. What does that even mean? Meso, what? Okay, it is. Oh, I think this is Team Not Losers Ender that we built that we should go visit. Yeah, very very interesting stuff, and I think if you translate something, I think if you translate this, you'll find out what um Dean's dog's like. I just have no clue what language this is. I think Dean sent in a video somewhere, but I'm not gonna attempt to translate any of this. Too much work and brain power for me. But by the way, I should say Town Hall is getting built by the mayor. It is looking absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to see it when it fully opens. And there's gonna be some shenanigans with the Town Hall. Apparently, there's gonna be a council. Apparently, Dean might be representing Team Not Losers at the team council meeting. So who knows what shenanigans being get up to there. But we have one more book to check out, and that book is somewhere over off in that direction. The last book we need to check out is this book right here. It is a little guild quest book that Nexer is doing. He is in need of construction materials, and you could gather some materials. Each person can do 2 material collecting stuff, and a lot of people have done this. I've signed myself up to collect 2 stacks of crimson logs and 2 stacks of nether bricks. So we might go do that right now and turn in these quest materials to Nexer. But yeah, Nexer's building a little guild over there, and I can't wait to see what shenanigans Nexer gets us up to and what quests he might have in the future. But yeah, let's go gather those materials and return them to Nexter, and then we can focus on some of my own stuff and builds that I have planned. Okay, materials have been gathered. Wait, material is not here. Oh, there's materials here and materials not here. Okay, interesting. Okay, I guess I just placed the materials inside these barrels and assume everything is fine. So yeah, we got some crimson stems or crimson logs and nether bricks. So yeah, we did it. We'll give next a bonus of 2 stacks of just the items of nether brick. But yeah, Nexus is building this big magnificent building. He needs materials. We have provided him materials, and now we get points, I believe, or standing with the guild. So yay! Now with that out of the way, we can focus on other stuff, and we can go experiment with some features of this game. So let's head back to my area and play around with some features. Okay, things can go horribly wrong because we're gonna experiment with TNT and we're gonna experiment with despair. So this spear has fire aspect 2, and I don't know if a fire aspect 2 spear will light a piece of TNT. No, it does not. Will it? Will it? No. So you're gonna need a flint and steel. Okay, so that answers one of my questions. Okay, this could go horribly wrong or horribly right. So I'm gonna light TNT, switch to my spare, and and blow up my base. Okay. Um that could have been bad. Okay, let's try that again. I think I gotta get a running start, so we gotta light it back up a blocks and then yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So we can launch TNT with spares, and I think I want to try and create a mini game out of that because it could kind of be fun. I wonder how far can I launch this TNT? Try one more piece of TNT. We need a way to launch this from a distance. Let me get some redstone and a pressure plate. So we're gonna go straight forward. We're gonna run on the pressure plate and hopefully be able to launch this TNT a little further. So let's try. Oh, we missed the pressure plate. Hold on. Reset. And oh, didn't get too big of a launch, but it went pretty far and I fell. But yeah, I kind of want to try and create a little game with that whole spare launching TNT kind of thing. And I just want to show that off. Maybe be sad about blowing up my base, but it seems like we didn't get too much damage. We got a bit of damage in this little cliff, but eventually this cliff is gonna have to be dug through. We need to dig a tunnel from this side to all the way on the other side over there. But yeah, a little bit of an experiment with TNT launching it with spares. Who knows? Maybe a mini game in the near future with that. So we're gonna work in this area. This is the area that needs a lot of improving. This is gonna be a water elevator that would take us up to the first floor of the stump. And this area right here, well, I have plans. I have ideas. And one of those plans and ideas requires some cobwebs. Yay. So the idea is this will be cobwebbed. Or at least the plan always was to have cobweb there. And for me to be able to get all the way up here and drop down into the cobweb and slowly fall. Very slowly. So yeah, that's how we're gonna get down to the lower levels. It's just use cobwebs to break off fall and slowly fall into the lower levels, and at some point we'll land. And there we go. The slowest descent ever. Okay, so we gotta dig up this entire area. We gotta make it look fancy. We gotta make it look pretty. So let's begin digging. And we did a little bit more than just digging. We have a room if we stop bouncing. Yep, we have a not completed room, but a semi-completed room. The walls still need to be worked on. I'm probably gonna extend this room a little bit. I have no clue what I wanted here, so I just placed deep slate here for now. Eventually, this part is gonna have to be dug out because my wall continues on all the way over here, and the wall might continue on a little over this way, covering this like cliff area. But yeah, for now we have a semi-completed room. I think here I'll place some flowers around here. Eventually, when I extend this, I'll put like mossy stairs here, but it will remain like this for now until eventual extensions. As you can see here, I was just fooling around with what I could do for the walls. I'm not gonna be doing this for the walls, but I do think I will be using some crimson wood, but I have other ideas what I could do for the walls. So excitement for working on the walls in the future. But right now we need to work on something else important. And that important thing is just right over here. As you can see, I placed some granite marking out idea for where I want a potential path to go. And if we go just right up here, we have this cobblestone layout. I've been digging out a jungle. I haven't dug out the jungle completely. There's also a mysterious floating vine that's mysterious and floating. I don't know why it's being mysterious and why it's floating, but it's mysterious and floating. But yeah, we have a little layout here, and I kind of had an idea. I wanted to build a pet graveyard for the longest amount of time, and I've decided to mark out this land where I'm gonna be building a pet graveyard. It's right by the satellite, right by my stump, right by Mixon's place, right by Dean's farm of questionable lore. But yeah, we're gonna build a pet cemetery. We're gonna bury the few pets we had. The drowned, the trident drowned, specifically named Bob, and his two unnamed minions, and sugarcane zombie, and a happy gas that never was, and John Cena, the skeleton horse. Yeah, we got pets that we need to bury. So, oh, and the bunnies that mysteriously died in my farming area. So, yeah, we'll have a burial for all those animals, but first we need to create the graveyard. So, let's get started. Well, here we have it. A completed, oh well, not completed because there's not many graves. We'll get to those graves over there soon. But yeah, we have the outline for a pet cemetery. And the idea is members of the JFS can come here, pick out a piece of land, and bury their fallen pet that may have died on this season. And as you can see, I do have some graves over there, and I think it's time that we have a little bit of a funeral for the Minecraft pets that we have lost so far this season. Today we are gathered to honor the fallen, the lost pets that have tragically passed away on this current season of JFS. First, we have Bob, the drowned, and his two unnamed drowned minions. They tragically passed away, dying in the sun. And now we honor them, send their bodies not back to the oceans where they belong, but into the ground, into the pet cemetery. Next we have the sugarcane zombie, who was neighbors with the drowns, but unfortunately he suffered the same fate as the drowns and burnt up in a boat. Next, we have the happy gas that never was. The happy gas that could have been, but unfortunately, tragically passed away due to it growing up in the stable I had put up temporarily. It was never meant to be. And here lies all my rabbits, who I still have no clue how the heck they all died, but they all died. Rest in peace, my rabbits. I was gonna kill you eventually, but you died to unknown reasons. Lastly, we have my faithful skelly horse, John Cena, tragically passed away, fell into lava the day he was supposed to retire, and the very next day he retired, losing his last match. The real life John Cena, not horse John Cena. Horse John Cena died in lava. Rest in peace, horse John Cena. You will be missed, but you will be replaced by John Cena 2, Electric Boogaloo. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed this little episode. We have officially created a pet cemetery. We were supposed to work on a barn that was supposed to go right over there, but we did not end up doing that. Maybe we'll do that next episode. I do have plans for next episode. Big plans. Or maybe not so big. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, nerds.